Welcome to NKTelco Sports, presented by Grand Lake Health. We are here at Anna High School to bring you the regular season finale of high school boys varsity basketball, where the BOTKINS Trojans will take on the Anna Rockets. Tonight's game is brought to you by American Trim, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, NKTelco, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Fly Gem, Precision Strip, Swiderman Pharmacies, New Knoxville Supply, Ferguson Construction, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Cy Swiderman, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, Wayne Trail, Cargill, Wagner's IGA, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, The Spot, and St. Mary's Foundry. Fine thank you to those sponsors that allow us to do this tonight. And this is Shelby County Athletic League basketball. I'm Jeff Henson. Alongside me this evening is AJ Lisi, and we have a great atmosphere here at Anna. A good crowd to watch two very good teams complete their season. A game that was scheduled early in the year had to be pushed back, rescheduled to tonight, a Monday night affair. But two teams, AJ, coming in, great season so far. BOTKINS, fresh off a tough loss, but had won 8 in a row prior to that.
Well, BOTKINS, I mean, Coach Sean Powell, this is their turnaround season. I mean, they've really established themselves in the Shelby County League this year. They're led by Jaden Pretty, who's averaging 12 points a game, 12.6 a game. Does a great job. He's a nice facilitator. And you got Jacob Lyman on the inside. I mean, 12.7 points a game. He's averaging 8.2 rebounds a game. He's just a complete player on that inside. So that's what sums up the BOTKINS' season at 16-5.
Well, they've used that inside. You get them with Pretty handling the ball. They've got a good presence inside and a number of good support players as well that have contributed here, especially as of late for the Trojans. And they'll look to rebound again following a tough league loss to Fort Laramie. But now on the other side, the Anna Rockets, the home team tonight of another awesome season. They've been playing very good basketball. They, however, had a tough defeat on Saturday night against a good Minster team, losing by 1 point. So a bounce back game for them as well, but they've enjoyed a great season as well.
Right. I mean, of course, successful football season, so they got that late start, but Coach Nate Barnhorst has done a great job this year getting these guys into basketball shape, especially this time of year going into the tournament, and they're led by Mark Bixler, the quarterback. Done a great job, averaging 15 points a game, and they got a very great supporting group that's pretty much even in Isaac Leininger. They got Riley Hillskamp, the Stewart kid, all of them just pretty much doing everything. So it's going to be an interesting game, and these Shelby County League champs, the Anna Rockets, are going to take care of business tonight.
It'll be a good matchup for both these teams as they prepare for their upcoming tournament second season, if you will. But first things first, two local teams that know each other pretty well will look to end off the regular season here in what should be a good matchup, and we're excited to bring it to you. We'll take a timeout here, and when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the opening tip here on NKTelco Sports.
Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Walpock, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it. And online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Starting lineups for the BOTKINS Trojans, wearing number 0, junior, 6'4" Denton Holman. Number 21, freshman, 6'3" Carter Plyman. Junior guard, number 4, 5'11" Zane Paul. Number 5 is a 5'10" junior, Jaden Priddy. And number 35, 6'5" sophomore, Jacob Plyman. Sean Powell, the head coach for the BOTKINS Trojans in his second year. He's assisted by Brad Bergman and junior varsity coach Andrew Davis. Now for the Anna Rockets. Wearing number 5, Isaac. 6' senior, Isaac Leininger.
Number 11, a 6'4" senior,
Justin Murray wears 11. He's a 6'4" senior.
Number 13, a 6'2" senior, Cameron Stewart.
Number 13, 6'2" senior, Cameron Stewart.
A 5'10" senior,
Riley Huelskamp, number 21, a 5'10" senior. Starting lineup, number 23, 5'11" senior Bart Bixler. The Rockets are coached by Sean Powell, Nate Barhorse in his 9th season, assisted by Shane Brewer and Terry Fingenbein. And before we have the opening tips, we'll go through our keys to the game this evening. They're brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. And first, AJ, for the visitors tonight, the BOTKINS Trojans.
Well, for the BOTKINS Trojans, it's going to be transition defense. Anna likes to push the ball up the floor, so they need to get back on defense to do that. Rebound's going to be a key. Justin Murray, I think, is going to be a big key. 56 offensive rebounds this year, so they got to keep Anna off the boards and taking care of the ball. They got to limit those turnovers. They didn't do very well Friday night against Fort Larney.
And for the Anna Rockets?
For the Anna Rockets, stop their drive. Jaden Priddy's going to be the key because he likes to penetrate and get those layups. Better movement on offense. They need to move the ball, kind of get out of that zone for Anna. And then sprinting back on transition defense. Same thing. Rockets likes to push the ball.
Well, the Rockets take advantage of an offensive rebound on a missed shot by Stewart. Follow up by Justin Murray. So the big man, 6'4" senior, takes advantage of an opportunity on an offensive glass. One thing to note, Anna starts 5 seniors. Trojans do not start a senior. They have 1 on the squad. So these are all juniors, sophomores, and a freshman. Plyman trying to get inside as the brother-to-brother combination results in the game's first turnover. So Anna will reset. Anna has been explosive this year. They've been able to score the ball very well, averaging over 65 points a game. A number of guys, as AJ mentioned earlier, can score it. And speaking of scoring, Cameron Stewart, now his points on the board.
And like I said, they're very balanced. I mean, that is a big key for Anna as far as their scoring output, and they're doing a good job so far.
Yeah, you mentioned Bixler at 15 a game, and then a host of others right around the 8 or 9 margin. Everyone else that basically plays averages right around 8 or 9 points a game. Plyman looking for the shot in the interior, and Nice job by the sophomore, kissing it off the glass, his first 2 points.
He's a nice post player. He's been very big this year for Botkins.
Leininger inside, his pull-up jumper. 3 different Rockets have scored, and they've been perfect in all 3 possessions so far. Plyman had the first bucket for the Trojans, as now they'll settle for a triple from Pretty, and he connects.
Wow, they're a good shooting team. If Botkins and both teams continue, we're going to have a long game tonight.
Nice interior pass, assist from Murray, bucket to Stewart, and again, Anna remains efficient on offense. 4 possessions, 4 buckets. So a quick start here for both teams. I mentioned Anna's offense at just under 66 a game. Botkins at just under 55. And there's a foul. The game's first foul will go against number 13, Cameron Stewart.
Well, you know what they're looking at. They're looking to get Plyman the ball, and they get a nice move right there by Plyman. It's just they got to handle him. Anna's got to do a good job handling him.
Well, this Stewart is 6 feet 2 inches, and Plyman comes in at 6'5", so a few inches there. Is Pretty shot in and out. Rebounded by Bixler, and quickly down the court. Bixler delivers the ball and brings it up, so a good job by the Trojans getting back at transition defense important. First missed opportunity by the Rockets as Huelscamp's shot does not go in. The ball tipped out of bounds. They'll stay with the Trojans underneath their own bucket.
Well, you're right about Coach Sean Powell saying their transition, they got to get back. Anna is really pushing the ball up the floor, especially with Bixler. So it's been a key so far here tonight.
A lot of speed.
Yep.
Stewart is the scoop and the score. Stewart off to a great start, 6 points now. More importantly, they're not only creating the turnover, AJ, but cashing in and scoring the ball.
Well, that's their man-to-man concept. They really gamble. They really go after the ball, right? Like they're just all over the ball. Wow.
Coach Powell will take his first timeout with a 4:51 mark. I think it'll be a 30-second timeout. It is. We'll keep it right here. I'll let Josh, if you want to read through those sponsors.
Yeah, I mean, thank you for the sponsors tonight. Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster State Bank, Fly Gem, Precision Strip, New Knoxville Supply, Wayne Trail, and Cargill. Thanks for everything you do tonight.
Yeah, a few of our sponsors there, a long list of these people. Businesses allow us to bring you this. And again, this is Shelby County Athletic League, the season finale. Again, a game that was scheduled for early December, getting pushed back due to Anna's football success and maybe also Botkins' golfing success.
Yeah.
Their golf team went to state. A couple of those players I know were on that squad. But quick timeout here by Sean Powell.
A little run and jump.
Nice job by the Trojans. Good spacing, able to stay away from the double teams. Plyman has been good on the interior all year. Misses it, knocked out of bounds off of Carter Plyman. So Plyman almost coming up with a cheap steal there. But you mentioned Jacob Plyman. Interior, his 2-point shooting, 68%. I mean, does not miss many shots. So rare miss there. Nice backdoor cut. Plyman will get called for the foul, and Bixler goes down hard on his back. Just kind of lost his balance when he ran into Plyman, so Plyman will pick up the foul. And the Anna crowd size, takes a deep breath here.
Nice backdoor, yeah.
Nothing dirty, just kind of lost his balance. And
I thought he hit it back of his head there. That's what worried me there.
So we'll see once here what they're looking at, unless the officials maybe making him come out of the game.
Yeah, they're not going to take a chance with him hitting the back of his head. That's the official's statement. They got to take him out just to check him out for him to continue.
Good call there. In for Bixler will be number 35, Ben Kovacs, a junior. Remember, Anna starts 5 seniors. So Kovacs will come in to shoot the free throws. He's 14 of 17 on the season, a very fine 82%. Kind of a rare shot here that Bixler's already back at the scorer's table. Kovacs averaging 5 points on the season, connects on the free throw. But kind of a tough shot. You don't expect to go in at this point of the game for Kovacs. And I shouldn't say not go in, but step in and shoot free throws. Right, and he drills both of them. So good job by Kovacs. Anna pushes the lead now up to 7 as Paul brings the ball down the court. But Anna has been very aggressive, very strong on defense.
Nice.
Nice give and go assist to Jacob Plyman. Give the basket to his younger brother, Carter Plyman, and the 6'3" freshman, his first points of the game.
And those are the looks Botkins is going to get. With as aggressive as Anna is, they're going to get a lot of those backdoor action cuts for baskets.
Another nice pass you mentioned there as Hulskamp was able to get it into Murray, but he comes up with an empty attempt, but Hulskamp with the speed steals it away, creating a turnover. So Botkins has committed a couple of turnovers here in the first quarter. Anna has, I believe, a clean slate. Block shot, probably I think by either Homan or Plyman.
I'm guessing Plyman there.
Well, Homan leads the team in block shots. I find that kind of strange. You think Plyman would, but both those guys have had their hands on a number of shots, if you will. Homan with 37 block shots, Plyman with 29 to lead their squad. And right now, Botkins just needs to kind of weather the storm. Paul with a deep three, buries a big shot for Zane Paul. Leads the team in three-pointers on the season, 35 of 99 coming in.
I think that's a key guy we got to watch because his outside shooting is very good, and Anna needs to locate him.
Now Botkins needs to hit on all cylinders tonight. You can't bring a B+ or B- game. You need to bring your AA+ game. Stewart's three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound in the hands of Kovacs, and another opportunity, and Hulskamp makes them pay. It's a couple times offensive rebounds have kept the possession alive, and they've capitalized twice here in the first quarter.
They got a lot of offensive rebounds with all those posts down underneath, and they did a good job finding that open man.
So an offensive, aggressive start here for both teams somewhat here as we have just over 2 minutes to play. Plyman gets it into Homan and does a nice job. Avoids the charge, took a big power dribble, but did a nice job with the right hand off the glass for his first points of the game, averaging just under 4 a game for Homan. In for the Trojans, Wendell and Free. Jaden Wendell, a sophomore. Tyler Free, a junior. Again, just one senior on the Botkins squad. Anna gets the ball down, nice give and go. Hulskamp in the interior, muscles it up and will draw a foul. He wore in 2 shots. We'll see which Trojan they'll give it to, and they will give it to number 5, Jaden Pretty, his first team's second foul.
Hulskamp's just a tough matchup for a lot of teams. He's short, he's small, but he's strong as a post player. So you get a lot of mismatches down underneath, and as you can look on the replay, he does a good job playing as a post on Jaden Wendell down there, and got good position.
And Brer misses as he misses both free throw attempts. So the Trojans, after kind of a dominating start by the Rockets, hitting on their first 4 possessions, they only find themselves down by 1 possession here and very capable of tying it with a 3, but they'll settle for a jump shot by Paul off the mark, rebounded by the Rockets. Minute and a half to go, first quarter. Leininger up to Murray, back to Leininger. We talk about Anna dispute the scoring here in the first quarter. 5 different Rockets have scored. Botkins, 6 different players have scored, or 5 different players have scored for them as well. So a number of guys getting into the scoring action, and a near turnover. I don't know if you want to give Anna the turnover and give Botkins one right back, but
that's the way I see it.
frustrating.
Yeah, that is frustrating.
Tough break for the Rockets. I'm sorry, for the Trojans. The Rockets will take the break and get the ball back as we approach the final 60 seconds of this first quarter here in Anna. Hulskamp, again, good strength, able to get his own missed shot and get it up and around Plyman. Hulskamp with 5 points.
That's the 3rd offensive rebound here in the first quarter for.
And they put back for points. At least 2 of them have been a field goal, and the other one resulted in a 3-point bucket. So they've really capitalized, and basically 7 points coming on second chance. Free. Lost his footing, but maintains possession. Final 25 seconds. Paul had the ball stripped away, maintains it.
They're just all over the ball. Wow.
And a turnover goes to the Rockets. And they'll look to get the final shot here probably of the first quarter. Final 10, Hillscamp with the ball up top. Final 5. Hillscamp, nice job trying to create a shot in the first 8 minutes are in the books. And with the score at the end of the first quarter, it's Anna 17, Botkins 12. We'll be back with more high school boys basketball after these commercials.
Hey Minster, this is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey Botkins, I'm Brett Gerstner with NKTelco, and we are here for you and to help you operate your business network.
Hey Maria Stein, I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with Hometown Pride.
Hi Rishi, I'm Tim Metzger, and we are here for you for your installation of your telephone, cable TV, and internet.
Contact NKTelco at 1-888-NKTelco.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Welcome back to Anna High School. I'm Jeff Henschen. Alongside me this evening is AJ Lisi, and we had an entertaining first quarter. A lot of offense, 17-12, a pretty aggressive game by both teams.
Yeah, I mean, it's come down to the keys of the game. I mean, taking care of the ball. Botkins had 5 turnovers that first quarter, and the rebounding, offensive rebounds have really killed Botkins in the first quarter so far.
Yeah, we talked about the offensive rebound. At least between you and I, we come up with 7 points they've earned on second chance points, and that's 7 of their 17. Carter Plyman for 3, no good. Defensive rebound goes to the Rockets. So the offensive rebounding by the Rockets, and the Trojans had a handful of turnovers. So there's your difference kind of right now. Still a 5-point game. Bixler, who has yet to score, had a chance but was fouled, and when he landed on the floor, the referees took him out to be evaluated, so he didn't get the opportunity at the foul line, but he came back in shortly after that. He's on the court now. Murray inside. Holman with the defense. There's a foul by Carter Plyman.
There's a technical.
And someone just got a technical is right, so the foul goes against Carter Plyman. And the technical foul
on number 0.
Holman. So that'll be Plyman with a foul. The technical with Holman will give him a foul. So we might have 4 free throws coming up here, because I believe the Plyman foul was in the act of shooting. And
yes.
We saw technical by the Trojans in the JV game. Now to keep your composure.
Well, the thing is, once again, the offensive rebounding on the Anna side is really hurting Botkins right now. And it's just frustration. I mean, that's what that comes down to.
Murray makes good on 1 of 2 free throws. Now we'll have 2 more. They'll designate Bixler, as you see the replay there of the foul. Not real sure what happened after that, but somewhere in there. Bixler, his first points of the game. Went over 1,000 points recently in his high school career, and as AJ mentioned before, was a quarterback of the state championship football team as he nets 2 free throws. So a 20-12 lead, and plus now the Rockets will get the ball back. So what a possession here. And here's that make or break. I know there's a lot of ball game left, but boy, with Anna being so strong and Botkins being young, a bucket here can really force Botkins maybe, I don't want to say panic mode, but really kind of take them out of their comfort level. And you don't want to get down too much too early, and they're going to call a foul on Plyman for a little bit of push, evidently, on Stewart.
That should be his second foul.
Back to back here, his last 2
that will
possessions.
Be Stewart's second foul. But
Plyman's second foul. Stewart at the foul line.
Oh yeah, my bad. Plyman's second foul. But it's just like you were saying, Jeff. You know, with that being a young team, it was the same thing that happened at Fort Laramie Friday night. You know, it was a close game, and all of a sudden, one play made the difference, and everything just fell apart. And that happens with young teams. They learn from it, man.
Stewart makes both. Yeah, you do. You hope so. Anyways, you know, the loss Friday night against Fort Laramie, maybe, you know, as they near the end of the season, maybe it was a learning lesson. You hate to lose any games, but you know, you gotta understand the concept here, and what do we do wrong, what do we not do well, and you learn from it.
Right.
Sometimes your best way to learn is take a hit in the mouth, if you will, and good defense there by Stewart, and he ties up 3. Again, just a lot of speed there. Stewart able to get around and get the ball before Free able to get the ball released.
That's just great defensive fundamentals right there.
You reach through them to get it.
Yeah.
So the Rockets with the 3-pointer by Leininger, no good. Bixler stepped out of bounds, and I thought he got back in, but I don't know if you can be the first person sometimes when you go out of bounds. I'm never real sure how they officiate that, but Bixler had run out of bounds and tried to tiptoe back in, but
that was a good hustle play.
Yeah, a good idea. So chance here for the Trojans. They've yet to score in this quarter, only a minute and a half gone by, but they trail by 8 or 10. So they definitely would like to get some points here on the board. Paul being guarded by Bixler, no easy task with Bixler guarding you for sure. Plyman to Plyman. Plyman from 10, no good. Stewart high in the air, had to knock it out of his hands. Luckily for Plyman Carter, he didn't get whistled for his 3rd foul. Sometimes those slaps where it's the right thing to do when you come down.
Yep.
You may not always get the benefit of the call and get called for a personal.
And I think that's what Sean Powell was thinking about, because here comes Wendell back in.
The miss on a 3-point attempt by Hillscamp. Paul with it. Plyman back to Paul, and they will reset. Again, every possession critical, but boy, you'd like to get some points here. As Plyman's 3 in and out, no good. Free with the rebound. Good defense by the Rockets, and there's a personal foul on Hillscamp, his 2nd. So 2 personal fouls on Hillscamp. Like you said, here comes Jaden Wendell, a sophomore, in for Carter Plyman, and also for Anna Rockets number 15, McCain Finkenbein, a sophomore, will give Hillscamp some minutes off here. Finkenbein played all 4 quarters, I'm pretty sure, in the JV game, so he'll have this quarter only to participate in the varsity game. Wendell, his 3-pointer no good. And a good job by the Rockets. 1 and done on the block out, not giving the Trojans another look. Wendell guarding Finkenbein. Those 2 guys have played some AAU basketball together over the season or over the years. Leininger, his 3-point attempt over the bank board, out of bounds. It's a violation. Now it's allowed to roll across the bank board. Some people think if it hits the top, it can roll across, but once it goes over the backboard, it's a violation.
No, some baskets have the string up top, and if it hits that, it's out of bounds.
So sophomore versus sophomore here, Wendell and Finkenbein. Again, I've said it before, Trojans have not scored yet. They need a bucket here. Good defense by Bixler, and evidently got maybe a piece of that shot by Pretty. And another empty trip for the Trojans. Deep 3 by Finkenbein, buried it.
And that was deep.
Plyman inside, another rare miss. Free, 4-3. So good answer there by Tyler Free with his first bucket of the game, his 22nd made 3-pointer of the season. He shoots it at 33%. He answers back with Finkenbein's shot.
Wow.
Well, there's strength.
Tough shot.
That's a jump shot, number 23, Bart Bixler. 4 points in the quarter. Again, he went over 1,000 points here recently in his high school career. Free working against Stewart.
Oh, wow.
And he gets the bucket. So nice use of the body by Tyler Free. Stewart will be called for his 2nd foul. So Stewart will go down. We'll take another look at here. Watch Free maintain his balance, does not travel, and I'm not real sure that there's a lot of, maybe it was more Free, just kind of being acrobatic.
That's what I think.
To draw the foul, but nonetheless, Free will be rewarded with a free throw.
Carter Plyman back in the game with 2 fouls.
Free, boy, say that 10 times fast. Free with a free throw, also had a 3 in his last possession, so 6 points for Tyler Free here recently to keep the Trojans to within 9. Leininger thought about it and just didn't pull the trigger. Bixler inside, and that's where he does most of his damage. A little strong there. Good offensive rebound by Kovacs. Finkenbein no good, and now Plyman, and he will get fouled. A number of Rockets around him, and you can't interfere with the plane of the offensive player, and that's what the Rockets did.
Yeah.
Timeout, Nate Barhorst. It'll be a 30. I'll let you run through some more of the sponsors.
Some more sponsors. Thank you tonight for all you do for Precision Strip, Schwederman Pharmacy, Ferguson Construction, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Cy Schwederman, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and AC, SecureCom, and The Spot. Thank you.
Again, thank you to those fine sponsors that allow us to bring you this. And tonight it's Shelby County League Athletic boys basketball as these teams, it's a nice way to end the season. I mean, the league championship belongs to Anna, so that's not in question, but these teams want to prepare for the tournament, and what better competition, because you don't want to spill the beans, but both these teams, we'll talk about later, are going to have some games they should win their first couple games of tournament. I hate to say it that way, things happen, but on paper, both these teams should win at least 1 or 2 or more. I want to say maybe before their challenge, and that's a credit to the good season they've had. They've earned the high seed. They get to play those teams that have lesser records.
Right.
Jacob Plyman's 3 no good, so kind of a not really a tournament boy, but good atmosphere. There'll be a lot of there'll be more people here tonight than there will be at their next few tournament games probably.
You look at football season for Anna. They had a great crowd. They had 2 games at Wapakoneta and they filled the place, and that's just the great support Anna has for their.
True, they'll fill it on their side. I'm worried about their opponents, what they'll bring.
Yeah, true.
Holman runs through the screen. You just can't do that, and a good job there by the Anna Rocket player, just holding the screen stationary and drawing the foul. So neither team in bonus yet, although Anna will be shooting free throws the next time they are fouled. And they've already shot a number of free throws. They've been fouled in the act of shooting a number of times. Plus, she had a technical in there, so they've already attempted quite a few free throws for all of them. I mean, none of them being one-on-one. Right. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 two-shot attempts already. Finkenbein hits again. So he's taking his time here of what he's going to play and taking advantage of it. And Free answers right back with his second 3. There's a foul against Free against Finkenbein, so that will send McCain to the foul line.
Bach is just so frustrated because Anna's guards are so quick. I mean, Finkelbein's come in and done a nice job, but you got Bixler and you had Riley Holzkamp in there, and they're just so quick, and they're having trouble containing them right now.
No one likes to have a player in your face when you're trying to play basketball, and that's exactly what Anna does, is they keep a body on you. Finkenbein's free throw, no good. So just under 2 minutes to go, and at times it feels like Anna should be up by a lot of points, but it's still a 9-point game. It was 5 at the end of the first quarter. And there's a foul, so that'll be the 6th team foul on the Rockets. But it's still a manageable game. You don't want to go down double digits, but BOTKINS hasn't had a lot of stuff go their way maybe that they'd like. But they're still right there battling hard with a very good Division III squad, Anna Rockets.
Yeah. Tyler Free's on fire right now.
Yeah, that's helped. He's coming alive here. He scored all their points in the second quarter.
Right.
So he's got 9 of them. Here he is, the man we just were speaking about. Tough shot, well defended. Whistle and a foul. And I think the whistle number 4 is number 4, Zane Paul. His first. Mentioned these two teams. Obviously, they have had great seasons, but both these teams started off the season at 2 wins and 2 losses.
Right.
So since that time, Botkins has run off 14 out of 17, a 14-3 mark, and a little bit better, a 15-2, since both teams, again, started out at 2-2.
And that's a credit to the league they're in. It's a tough. This year, Shelby County League has been very tough. I mean, they got some nice teams with Jackson Center, Rushi, Fairlawn. They got a nice league.
And Anna's also even going outside. You watch the last here, it's pretty just lost his balance and gets called for the travel. But Anna even went, one of the losses came against Ottoville in the flying to the hoop tournament at Kettering's Trent Arena. And you know, they've also not only played local talent, but they travel a little bit, if you will, to gain some other exposure.
Right.
Botkins has some offensive players down there, but Anna able to slow down just enough to avoid the easy attempt.
Yep.
Paul tries to make a circus shot, had to wrap it around Anna defender, could not get it to drop. Bixler, well, he does it so well. He gets into the middle before you realize it. 1, he's quick, 2, he's strong, and 3, he can jump.
Yeah, he's a heck of an athlete.
And he does a lot of his scoring inside. He's not a real good three-point shooter. Not that he can't hit them, but percentage-wise, that's not his strength.
Well, and his defense right now has been pretty huge too, because he's held Jaden Pretty to 3 points, and that's a big key right now.
And he remains perfect from the free throw line, 4 of 4. Also a 2-point basket in this quarter, so all his 6 points have been in the second quarter. And now it's an 11-point Anna Rocket lead as we approach the final 40 seconds. Plyman will be fouled by McCain, Finkenbein, and that'll put Plyman at the free throw line. A chance here for the Trojans to get some points on the board without that tenacious Anna Rocket defense. Plyman, a good free throw shooter on the season at 73%. Mentioned his 2-point shooting, as I jinxed him there, but a good 2-point shooter in the paint, just under 70%. So good reason why he's averaging almost 13 points a game, and a good rebounder as well at 8 a game. Bixler's shot no good, rebounded by Plyman, as Wendell now with the ball. The final 20+ seconds here. Free, open for 3. Back iron, no good. Wendell for 3, no good. Rebounded by Leininger, and plenty of time for the Rockets as we play the final 10 seconds. Up by 11, a chance to extend the lead before half. Bixler up in here, no good. And that buzzer will sound the halftime horn, and after 2 8-minute quarters, it's Anna 32, Botkins 21. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have second half action here on NKTelco Sports.
Plytem Residential Solutions is part of Cornerstone Building Brands, North America's largest manufacturer of exterior building products, and the success of our company is directly related to the contributions of our employees. We are currently looking for machine operators, maintenance technicians, forklift operators, and more to join our growing team at our facility in Sydney, Ohio. Plygem offers competitive pay, a full benefits package, as well as opportunities for bonus pay and long-term advancement. Become a part of our strong foundation.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at Cargill.com.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Welcome back to Anna. As you see there, the pep band has done a nice job entertaining a good crowd tonight here at Anna High School. With our first half stats, here is A.J. Lisi.
You look at it's pretty significant. You look at the stats, and free throws are a big key. I mean, Anna shot 14, BOTKINS has only shot 2. Anna's been more aggressive taking it to the hoop. Rebounds, 16 to 10. 5 of them are offensive rebounds. Like you and I, Jeff, we talked about 7 of those points there were off the offensive rebound and the turnovers. I mean, BOTKINS has got to take care of the ball. The pressure up top by Bixler and Riley Holtzkamp has really frustrated BOTKINS so far.
Yeah, when it's easier for us sitting up here how to take care of the ball. It's those BOTKINS guards have their hands full. Yes. When you've got guys in your face giving you really no room to breathe. This is not Y ball where you can't press into half court. It's a lot easier when that happens. So, you know, as you're watching this stuff, we're not degrading anyone. It's a tough task. I mean, be glad there's only 7 turnovers. I mean, I'm sure Anna has put the heat on players before that have created a lot more. And BOTKINS, you know, until the last couple minutes, they were only down by 9 or 7. Now it's 11. So a huge possession here. Obviously.
And a great example is Bart Bixler on Jaden Priddy. Priddy's only got 3 points, and he hasn't gotten very many shots. So Bixler's done a nice job. Now they switched over with Riley Holtzkamp. So, and he's just as quick as Bixler, a little stronger. So that will be an interesting matchup here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Anna's defense, you know, they got a lot of guys. I'm not saying they're real short, but they're not they don't have 6'6" kids in the middle. They rely on their quickness and their just their ball, or, you know, they're good defensive. There, the Trojans miss an interior shot, but Anna shoots the ball so well. Of the 7 guys that play, 6 of them shoot 50% or more. And ironically, the guy that shoots less than 50% from the field is Mostiller, and he shoots 40% from three-point range. So it's like there's 6 or 7 guys that more times than not they're going to score. Nice give and go, and a good finish by Stewart, who's having a nice night. Had 6 points to start the game off in the first quarter. Also 2 free throws. Nice pass there. As we talked, Carter Plyman with the assist to Priddy.
And there they go running the ball, but that was a big turnover they needed. But you made a good point too in the first half, Jeff, is they're so balanced. I mean, Bart Bixler didn't score in the first quarter, but you had 4 other guys that picked them up, and they've done a nice job so far tonight.
And there's Plyman, a rare miss, had a much shorter Bixler on him. Just wishes he could have that one back. Just did not finish, as Bixler basically was going to give him the shot, or, you know, not contest it too much. He won't miss many of them, as Bixler with the basketball now, as you mentioned, scoreless in the first quarter, but came up with 6 points in the second quarter for Bixler. Stewart led all scorers with 8 in the first half. So here's a chance now for the Trojans, who trail by 11. Again, get the lead back in the single digits. Paul with the basketball into Plyman, who missed his last attempt. And just doesn't get it to drop. Boy, a tough night for him so far. Long way to go yet, as that should be a charge. Good job by Paul. And I'm glad he did that, because I'm pretty sure he leads the team in charges taken this year, and that's a stat you don't see a lot of. But 11 charges taken, pretty easy call. So good job by Zane Paul, 5'11" junior, taking the charge. But now the Trojans have to take advantage of that, and they're going to, nearly give the ball away. They come back with it somehow, fortunately for the Trojans, and they'll reset their offense.
And that charge call gave Riley Holtzkamp his 3rd foul, so that might be a key stat to look at.
Yes, very good point. He stays in the game. Holman with the rebound, and boy, the lid is on the basket. The Trojans have missed a number of interior shots here. Now they're going to get a chance with Holman at the foul line, but boy, you'd like to get those driving shots. Plyman had a tough miss. Paul had a drive there that missed. Holman, 65% shooter on the season from the free throw line, connects on his first attempt. He now has 3 points in the game. There's a nice drive by Paul, and again,
went up with his left. Should have went up with his right.
Yeah, especially being on the right side.
Right.
Holman bails him out a little bit. He does get both free throws, so a good possession. They cut it back into single digits at 9. Brady knocks it out of Bixler's hands.
Botkins being a little more physical right now. I mean, that's something you didn't see in the first half.
Swing pass out to Leininger, fakes the 3, drives in, and
nice move.
Gets a nice move, is right. Leininger 2 points in the first half, 2 more here for 4 in the game, and 7 Rockets have scored. Those are the same 7 I said to basically shoot 50% or better from the field. Paul looking baseline. Finds Plyman up to Holman. Pretty, nice spin move. Good job using his body, shielding the defender. 4 points for Paul in the quarter, 7 in the game. AJ, you mentioned in the first half just 3 points. Those were in the first quarter, but a couple buckets here.
Oh, wow.
Bixler,
he's such an athlete. He's a nice ball player.
Yeah, if you don't time it right, there's no way to block his shot. He gets up pretty hard or pretty high.
Yeah.
And that's a tough shot to block. Tough shot to block when you go vertical. It'll be Botkins basketball underneath. Coach Shane Powell in his 2nd season. Coach Nate Barhorse in his 9th season will take a full timeout. We will take one with him as well. You're watching boys high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
Botkins basketball following the Anna timeout. Paul, 17-footer, no good. Rebounded by the Rockets. Bixler lost it, and the jump ball thought might be a foul, but I think it was a good call.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff going on there, and
it was physical, but, you know, I think that's the right call.
Take a good look at it here. We'll see what's...
Brought the ball down and right there.
Yeah, there's a little bit of tie-up there. And boys, going to be some contact, if you will, but nothing intentional. So stays with Anna nonetheless, as Anna, again, I think they're like just on the verge of blowing this thing open, but yet Botkins has been able to hang around and, you know.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Nice execution of the offense. Backdoor cut, Huelskamp.
Little 4 corners action. Dean Smith.
Bring the defense out. Now it's a 13-point lead. I said it just seems like Anna could really maybe make a statement.
Nice.
Paul answers with a nice drive, and this time he finishes. He's been to the rim a couple of times, missed the last time, but big bucket there to keep his team within 11.
They're going to go back to that 4 corners.
And if you guard them, you've got to be ready because they've got people that can. There they run it again. A nice job by Plyman knocking down or shutting down the cutter by Leininger going back door. Murray, cheap one there. Just feet got tangled up, but Holman did trip Murray. Holman with his 3rd foul. And substitutions for the Trojans. Wendell and Free. Free had a good first half, led all scorers actually. He was a leading scorer in the first half. 9 points hit a couple three-pointers and got an old-fashioned one on a two-point bucket and foul, made the free throw. Bixler
nice
knifes his way in and finishes 5'11" guard with the bucket. Wendell quickly with the triple. Jaden Wendell, his first points of the game, a timeout by the Trojans, a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. When we have a second, let's review this year's Shelby County Athletic League standings. Again, it's already out of the, Anna has secured it with a 10-1 mark. They're 17-4 overall. You look at Jackson Center, 9-3. These Trojans right now fighting to secure basically an 8 and third place.
It's just you look at top to bottom. It's just a tough league. I mean, Jackson Center. I'll tell you, Coach Scott Elkert's done a nice job. But I mean, it's just top to bottom. They're going to be a tough beat in the tournament this year, as far as all those teams.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see once here. The second season always brings in a little bit more excitement. You got some teams here that have some hopes about cleaning up their play a little bit and making a nice tournament run. And both these teams right here, Anna especially, they had a good run last year, and they're have got to think their goals are to have a run in tournament. There's an offensive charge. That's the second time tonight Zane Paul has drawn a charge.
Coach Barnhorse is not happy with that.
He did a nice job setting up and forcing the offensive player to run him over. That's the second one he's taken tonight. 13th on the season, leads the team in that category. 10-point lead, so again, Trojans here a chance to cut it single digits, and they will do just that.
Nice.
Pretty with a soft roll, 6 1/4, 9 in the game. Good defense by Plyman, going straight up. The term I think a lot of the coaches use now is wall up, and I think that is so important, and I like that the officials give credit to the defenders that wall up, go straight up.
Oh, nice block. Oh.
Hit him on the head. Definitely contact was clean up top, but when you hit some guy in the head, that's a foul. Take another look at here. See we'll see the contact. Yep, I think so. I saw the head go down.
Yeah.
Foul on number 13, I believe it was, Stewart. Pretty, the first of 2 is good.
But it was just good positioning as far as that block shot goes. It was nice. Nice positioning.
You mentioned how quiet Pretty was in the first half with just 3 points. He came in at 12.6. He's having a nice third quarter, and the Trojans are hanging around.
Yes,
again, I sensed a little bit ago that maybe Anna was on the verge of blowing us open a little bit. It was 13, I think, at that time. Now it's a 6-point lead. Bixler straight up. Again, verticality will beat horizontality, if that's such a phrase, but Bixler
we'll
with
call
12.
it tonight.
Bixler now with a dozen points. The crowd talking to referee Frank Vitt, longtime official, and he smiles and acknowledges. Yeah, I'm sure he has. And you have to have a kind of a good sense of humor, if you will.
Huge.
Pull-up jumper. 10 1/4, 13 in the game, a 6-point lead. So that shot by Pretty answers the move by Bixler and the illegal screen.
Wow.
Barhorse is going to get real fired up right now, I think. He's not real happy.
Well, especially that's 2 straight calls from Frank Vitt that he hasn't been happy with.
So interesting possession here with a minute 40 to go in the third quarter. The Trojans, there's nearly a travel by Free. Get it into Plyman. Off the glass and in. 4 points now for Plyman. He's been a little quiet. He's missed some shots he'd like to have back, but he's got his team to within 4 as Wendell will commit the foul. And Coach Barhorse still fired up. But just an emotional game, and now Witts.
He just called a warning on Coach Nate Barhorse.
Well, the sense of humor only lasts so long, I guess. And
believe me, I know the feeling.
4-point lead. The foul goes against Wendell. And it will be BOTKINS basketball. They've been outscored here in this quarter. They led by 11 at halftime. It's been a good third quarter of offense by the Trojans. And Plyman will be called for the body. That's Jacob Plyman.
That'll be his second.
Free throws coming up for Kovacs is 35, one against 35 there. Ben Kovacs, 6'2" junior, going against 6'5" sophomore Jacob Plyman. Kovacs will shoot 2 free throws. Remember, the first 2 free throws he shot in the first quarter were when he replaced Bixler, who took a fall to the floor. The officials ordered Bixler out. Kovacs came in, drained both, and continues his good shooting at the foul line. 4 for 4 tonight. All of his points have come from the foul line, and that temporarily slows down the BOTKINS run as they got to within 4 in the 5-second count. So you got to watch the officials. If their arm is moving, you got to be within like an arm's reach. Tough break for the Trojans. They turn the ball over. The final 60 seconds.
That's the first turnover of the quarter for BOTKINS.
One of the reasons why they've drew back to within 4 points. Pretty's had a nice third quarter. Bixler has had a good third quarter as well.
Oh, he almost had the oh, they're going to call foul on Plyman. That'll be his third.
So Bixler and Plyman went at it. I'm not real sure. Looked like they both kind of had their hands on the ball. We'll take another look at it here, I believe. We'll see what action there was.
They're going to call a reach on that, yeah. It's a tough call.
35 seconds left. 6-point Anna lead. Murray trying to pick up a foul against Plyman. Knocked away, and good job by Kovacs securing the ball. They'll reset with under 25. They got to watch that with, actually Plyman has, 3 fouls, so they want to maybe go at him, and they do not. Plyman secures the rebound, and the final 10 seconds. Wendell with the ball in transition. 3 for 3, no good. Plyman, nice job tipping out, avoiding the foul. For Plyman for 3, no good. Offensive rebound. Jaden Wendell. Wendell with his 5th point of the quarter, and it pulls the Trojans back to within 4. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the final 8 minutes from Anna here on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At CAPT, we use hometown opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
Well, the BOTKINS Trojans outscore the Anna Rockets 21-14 in the third quarter. They pull to within 4. This is the second time this second half they've been within 4, so a bucket here, or a point I should say, would get them the closest they've been since way back in the first quarter. Wendell, who had the ball there, had the big bucket at the buzzer on the offensive rebound to get them back to within 4. A good quarter for the Trojans. Anna, AJ, not so secure with the basketball.
No, they turned the ball over 5 times that quarter, and I'll tell you what, it was huge because they just not some smart turnovers there in the third quarter.
Pretty had a good third quarter with 10. Now 15 on the night. 10 points in the third quarter helped his team, to that 21-14 scoring advantage. Stewart uses the reverse layup for his 12th point. Nice atmosphere tonight. Again, a heck of a JV game won by BOTKINS 56-52. This one is again, gotten down now to 4 points. Anna up by as many as 13 in the third quarter, and BOTKINS got on a nice little 6-0 run to cut it to 7 and have wiggled their way back to now 4, and as recently as their last possession had it down to 2. Pretty has been the man for the Trojans so far here in the second half. Plyman into Free. Free with a turnaround.
They're gonna call it, yeah.
A little too much of the elbow. It was like
the elbow. I was just going to say that.
That was a haymaker.
He came around, hit Bixler with the elbow. They're going to call that every time.
You know what? I don't think there was contact, and sometimes it's just a violation. Now, I don't know what they called there, because sometimes you can call that just as a violation. I don't know if he gave him a personal foul or not. Homan has 3 fouls.
Yeah, they gave Holman the foul.
Okay, but sometimes when you throw your elbow like that, it can be simply a violation. You don't have to have contact. The right call was made. You got to be careful when people say use your elbows. There's swinging and there's turning. That was almost like an MMA move a little bit. So luckily no contact made, and kind of evens out. Anna can't take advantage of the opportunity. And BOTKINS again now will go back to work, a chance to cut into the 4-point lead. But yeah, Free just trying to, that's when you play an aggressive defense, you invite some of that play, and it wasn't meant to be maybe flagrant, but it's going to be physical. Free for 3. It's a 1-point game. 12 points now for Free, and quickly Hillscamp loses it. Boy, I no sooner got the score written down, and Hillscamp was down there, lost the handle. They'll say it went off of the Trojans. Free will sit down with a dozen. His triple brought him within 1. This is the closest the Trojans have been since the first quarter. So kind of an offensive look here for the Rockets. They go in, and evidently the wall wasn't in play there. Not for sure who they're going to get it on. Carter Plyman, number 21. Oh, I'm sorry, yeah.
Yep, so that'll be his 3rd.
Free throws coming up for the other 21. So again, 21 v. 21. Hillscamp versus Plyman. Hillscamp gets rewarded, drawing the foul. He'll have 2 free throws. Good on the first. Now with 8 points, right at his average on the season at 8.1. Bixler leads the Rockets at 15 a game on the season average. Hillscamp makes good on both. There's timeout on the floor, timeout by Barhorse. It's a full. We'll keep it here. While we keep it here, let's go through the tournament action that we talked about. Obviously, this game not over yet. This is a great environment, but the Trojans on the road tonight against a very good Anna team, playing very competitive. They will have their first tournament game against the number 12 seed. BOTKINS earns a number 2 seed. They'll play a number 12 seed Newton on Friday, this Friday, the 21st at Piqua at 7:30. Again, not looking forward, but I mentioned it earlier. BOTKINS, they're going to be favored in that game. If they win, they're going to play number 11 seed Riverside, a game, again, they should be favored in, and that should potentially set up a matchup with Fort Loramie, who, if they win out, it'd be a 2 seed in BOTKINS versus a 3 seed in Fort Loramie.
Yeah, and they split the regular season. They went into double overtime the first time around.
BOTKINS wins.
The BOTKINS beat them, and then they went to Fort Loramie just Friday night, and Fort Loramie took them.
Now Anna, the number 1 seed, they're going to be the beneficiary of the high seed. They're going to play a 23 seed triad on Thursday at Vandalia Butler at 7:30. Unless something major happens, they should move on and face Dixie, who is a number 24 seed. Then they would move on with a win against Dixie and play the winner of a 19 Ben Logan team and a 13 seed Meadowdale. So again, Anna's got to play the game, but they're going to be favored heavily in the next 3 games once they get to postseason. But right now, getting a handful from their league rivals, the BOTKINS Trojans. Good hands by Bixler, knocked it away from Paul, but Free able to get it, and off the back iron, that would have cut it back to 1. Leininger. Hillscamp. Murray doesn't like it from that distance. They'll reset as we near the final 5 minutes of action here from Anna. Nice penetration, give and go. Free with a foul, and that'll be free throws for number 13, Cameron Stewart.
Going back to the tournament, the interesting stuff you look there at the tournament draw, each Anna and BOTKINS with the top 2 seeds, they decided to play first-round games. They had that option between the bye and everything. Coaches like to use the strategy to go ahead and get tournament jitters out right off the bat.
Yeah, play the game.
Play the game.
Sometimes you get a little bit longer stretch off. You know, if Anna wouldn't have had this game tonight, they wouldn't have played that play-in game, if you will. It would have been the 27th. There would have been a long time off. So this kind of works out good for them that they get to play a good game tonight, if you will, and then, you know, start their tournament trail against some teams that they should beat. But, you know, you got to play the game. That's why we schedule and why we do them. 4-point lead, 3-point basket. Zane Paul able to get behind the line. A triple for Paul. He now has 8 points. Now again, it's a 1-point lead, so the Trojans have fought back. Again, kind of a younger Trojan team considering a veteran, senior-laden Anna Rocket team. Both these teams coming off losses. You mentioned BOTKINS losing to Fort Loramie in league play on a Friday. Anna losing to a good Minster team on Saturday by 1 point. So someone's going to have a 2-game losing streak going into the postseason.
Right.
And, you know, sometimes, though, we talked earlier, a loss might be the best way to get your focus back. And, you know, someone's going in with 2 losses. They're going to have a bit of a chip on their shoulder and, you know, maybe be ready for the next opponent, if you will, because someone's going to have their pencil sharpened. And there is a foul as Bixler was going up to shoot. The slap down creates the foul, and Bixler is going to go to the line. Take another look at it here. Have a good look at it. 99% of the time when you come down, you're going to get the foul. Slot down.
I think Pretty bailed him out with the reach there. If he just stayed down with his hands, I think they wouldn't have called the foul, but he came down.
Right, top down. Whatever happened to bottom up? Never seen kids get called for a foul bottom up. Bixler good on both. 6 for 6 from the line tonight for Bixler.
You're right about that.
Bixler with 14 points. I said he came in with 15 as average. Just 1 under that tonight with 14. Plyman working on Murray. Good patience, and he looked like maybe it got knocked out, but it looked like hand on ball possibly. Hillscamp no good. Murray no good. Murray again, he's going to be fouled, so they'll put Murray on the free throw line as the Rockets had 3 tries there.
Yep.
Murray 1 of 2 from the free throw line tonight. As a team, the Rockets shoot a very good 73%. As you see, the final action here is obviously the foul there as Paul's going to make Murray earn it from the free throw line. He hits the first one. Murray now with 4 points on the night. That one no good, so maybe a good foul by Paul. And Trojans now trail by 4. They've never led in the game. Pretty gets some contact off back iron, and Trojans come away scoreless here. Leininger. See once Savannah pulls it out again. They've had some success in the 4-corner approach, penetrating, driving, and Leininger. Nice acrobatic move for Isaac Leininger. Now with 6 points, and it's a 6-point lead. So tough situation here for the Trojans. Under 3 minutes to go. Don't need all 6 right at once, and you can't, but you need to get a good look here and take a good shot. Pretty, step back. Off the iron, no good. And a good job by a couple Anna Rockets keeping it alive and in front of them, I should say, avoiding the offensive rebound. Hillscamp, nice job. Dribbling through. Now they're going to make BOTKINS probably play full half-court defense. Right now the Rockets have built it back up to 8. 3-point splash by Jacob Plyman. Timeout, I believe, by the Trojans.
Yep, by the Trojans.
It's a full timeout. We'll take a timeout and come back with more action here on NKTelco Sports.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Welcome back. A three-point basket by Jacob Plyman. His 11th of the season has brought them back to 5. A lot of work for the Trojans to go to, or yet for them to go against Anna. But one thing you noted, Anna in the second half has not taken a three-pointer.
They haven't taken a three-pointer. They've gone to that four corners offense where it's allowed them to penetrate and get a lot more shots on the inside as far as layups, backdoors, that sort of thing. So they've really done a good job as far as moving the ball, because it does cost some time, and BOTKINS has got to really guard this right now.
And it also causes guys going to the basket. Again, the number of free throws that Anna has taken.
Right.
They've had 10 free throws, all 2-shot fouls, or 5 trips to the line with 2-shot fouls. And in the first half, it was a lot of 2-shot fouls. There's a little half-court trap here, or pressure, trying to make the Rockets create a turnover, if you will, for the Trojans. But, rare three-pointer. We talked about how they probably wouldn't shoot one. What do we know?
Yep.
Leininger with a great three-point shot. Paul answers right back. Back-to-back triples. I'm still surprised Anna fired a 3.
So am I.
Is that one of those no, nice shots?
Pretty much.
Okay, we'll see what's here. The half-court 1-3-1 trap. They got Plyman, a tall individual up top. Will force Anna to throw it over top. Those are the passes you need to, run around and steal if you can. Leininger, another, count it shot. Back-to-back triples. Isaac Leininger, 8 points in the quarter.
That's the way you beat a 1-3-1. If you got that shooter in the corner, that's good.
Green light with confidence.
Exactly.
You know what? And that's probably the way they played all year. You hate to. Plyman's three-pointer no good. Pretty offensive rebound. Knocked away, stolen. Leininger. There was a lot of ball movement. It didn't throw an elbow, but the ball hit Pretty in the face. And Leininger, who's done his share, if you will. And again, those shots look like maybe we wouldn't have taken them, but maybe that's the way they've played all year. And when you shoot the ball so well, you hate to shut down your offense. Sometimes you can't turn it back on that quick. And Leininger is going to have a chance here to put his team back up by 10 with, again, now these are double bonus shots. So Anna has taken they've taken two 1-on-1 shots tonight. And that was back in the first half. Everything else has been a 2-shot shooting foul. And number 5, Isaac Leininger,
who's on fire right now.
He has done his part here at 2 points at halftime, 2 in the third quarter. So that gave him 4 entering the final 8 minutes. And now he has 9 already. So this one would give him 14. And nothing but net. Leininger now with 14. A 10-point lead, the final minute, and all of a sudden, where did it? It was a 1-point game at one point. And Bixler commits a foul. No harm, really. This is a 16th foul, so no shooting opportunity there. But this was a 1-point, 2-point game just about a minute and a half ago, and Anna has just run off some offense and got some defensive stops. Miscommunication. Will he get his third one? He will.
They're called a charge on that.
And again, I'm not saying you have to be standing still. If the offensive player puts a shoulder into you and you're standing there, you have a right to stand still or backpedal. We'll take a good look at it here. It's his third charge taken. He came in with 11. That'll give him 14 on the season. They need offense quick now. They trail by 10. Again, easier said than done. A long three-pointer off the mark. And really, that's probably their best shot. They had to get something up in the air. Good hand by Free. Nearly, they do come away. Stewart will foul Pretty. That will stop the clock. Again, not much time left. That's the biggest obstacle right now for the Trojans. They trail by 10. They do get a chance here to score with the clock stopped. Pretty 2 for 2 on the line, 2 for 2 from the line tonight. 73% foul shooter on the season. Had a good third quarter that helped the Trojans climb back into this, and hits on his free throw. So this to cut it to 8. And it does.
Yeah, quick timeout by BOTKINS.
A full timeout. We'll take one with him. You're watching high school boys basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwiederman Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
Welcome back here to Anna High School. It's been a great ball game tonight between these two Shelby County Athletic League teams. Right now the Rockets own an 8-point game, but it was much closer than that a minute and a half, 2 minutes ago. And in fact, BOTKINS had to cut to 1 here in the fourth quarter, so the score may be a little deceiving right now, but it's been a good ball game. Fun to watch.
It's been fun to watch. I like the adjustment Coach Barnhorst did when BOTKINS went to that 1-3-1. Leininger in the corner, and I'll tell you what, he hit 2 big threes. It's really broke this game wide open.
I think those shots, when you shoot them, knowing you have confidence in your coach, that, you know, if he didn't want you to shoot it, Leininger knew he wouldn't shoot it.
Right.
It's like those things. I'm open. I'm a good shooter. I've been done doing this all season. And because if you're afraid to pull the trigger, sometimes you start getting tentative, and then, oh no, I can't score, and here we go. We miss shots, and then we're not fluid, and we're out of sync. So yeah, give credit to Coach Barhorse. I mean, maybe if he doesn't make the first one, maybe the next one, no. But, you know, you got a good team that's well balanced. We talked about their scoring. You got Bixler at 15 a game on average. Everyone else right around 8 or 9. Who are you going to stop? And I'm sure any one of those are capable of leading their team on any given night. So Camp with the first free throw.
And Coach Sean Powell, he's done a great job this year. And, you know, you see what type of team they are. And them coming back the way they did, it just shows what Coach Powell's really drilled into this team.
Camp, after missing his first 2 free throws of the night, has answered with 4 in a row here in the fourth quarter. So not much time left, and just 23 seconds left. The Trojans down by 10. Right now, again, Anna knows they need a triple and a good step back, but still a defended shot. 3, no good. Plyman had it, looks like tipped, and that's how the game will end here as the Trojans gave it a valiant effort. The 10-point deficit, not a true story. It was a much closer game late. The Rockets hold on to win 68-58. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll wrap this game up as the Rockets defeat the Trojans by 10 here on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos system takes the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's, and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
Welcome back to Anna High School, where the Rockets have defeated the Trojans by 10, 68-58. And with our game stats, here is A.J. Lisi.
Now, you look at the game stats. Both teams shot the ball halfway deep. I'm pretty good. The big key I think you look at is the free throws. I mean, Anna shot 28 free throws compared to Botkins' 8. And Anna connected on 21 of those. So that's a big stat. Another big stat's the rebounds. They out-rebounded Botkins by 10 points. And I'll tell you, they had 11 offensive rebounds, and that's just opportunities and big points there in a big game, which is a 10-point game. So that's huge. I mean,
each team, I think, really cleaned up the turnovers as well. We talked in the first half about just one for the Rockets, and Botkins had 7 or so. Really, it was that third quarter where Anna turned the ball over a bunch.
Right.
Botkins not only took advantage of it by holding on to the ball, taking care of the ball, got some shots, dropped pretty, had a big third quarter for them, scoring 10. That got them back to within 4 where we started the fourth quarter. And again, they got down to 1 point a couple times in the fourth quarter, but the Rockets, you mentioned the free throw shooting, 75% for the game, 10 of 12 in the fourth quarter. And again, they went 4 corners, spread it.
Yep.
A couple big shots against the zone. We talked about the nice shots. Not only did he hit 1, but Isaac Leininger hit 2 of them. He had 10 points in the fourth quarter, and somewhat single-handedly. I won't say won the game for him, but boy, those are big-time points in clutch situations. Congratulations to him and the Rockets. They win tonight. Let's go through now our scoring for the Trojans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different players score. They were 2 points from Carter Plyman, 4 from Denton Homan, 5 points from Jaden Wendell, 7 from Jacob Plyman, 11 from Zane Paul, 12 from Tyler Free, and Jaden Pretty with 17 to lead the Trojans, their total of 58. And for the Anna Rockets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players as well score. A couple players with 4 points apiece. Ben Kovacs with 4, as well as Justin Murray. 6 from McCain Finkenbein in his lone quarter of action. 11 points from Riley Hillskamp. Bart Bixler with 14 points. Did that in 3 quarters, did not score in the first. And leading scorer tonight for the Anna Rockets, Cameron Stewart, 15 points. So again, well-balanced scoring. The starters are all scoring right around double figures, and tough to stop. They all shot the ball well tonight and knocked down their free throws and advanced for the 10-point win.
Oh, and for Anna, I mean, you having 4 people in double figures, that's huge, because when it comes down to tournament time, anybody can score. All those 4 can lead the team, and that's huge when it comes to tournament.
Yeah, they got it done a number of different ways, and tonight a lot of grit, but boy, give credit to the Trojans, who I mentioned earlier in the game, saying, man, they're on the verge of going to get blown out. They got down by 13 and then cut it back and played really with the Rockets much of the second half. The 10-point game spread, a little deceiving, as I mentioned, as they had to chuck some threes, try to get some desperation shots, and it doesn't miss free throws. So that makes that spread a little bit more deceiving than what it should have been. Before we sign off tonight, we need to announce, and we got a tough selection tonight, but our player of the game for the Anna Rockets tonight, and talk about the balance. We're going to go with Isaac Leininger. He finishes with 14 points, had 10 of those in the fourth quarter, and we talked about a couple of those clutch shots down there in that left corner right in front of his bench, and shot with confidence, and not only did he hit the first one, but hit the next one as well, and hit a couple free throws. So 10 points for the senior Isaac Leininger in the fourth quarter, 14 in the game. Congratulations to Isaac Leininger, our player of the game. With that, we'll wrap things up here. I'd like to thank our camera operators tonight, Jacob Johns and Mark Fissel. Our director tonight, Bryce Hamrick. He was assisted tonight by Scott Robinson. For my partner, A.J. Lisi, my name is Jeff Henshin. We hope that you enjoyed this telecast. And once again, your final score, Anna 68, Botkins 58. Thanks for watching here on NKTelco Sports.